Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. A'udzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Masalul lazina yunfiquna amwalahum fi sabilillahi kamasali habbatin ambatat sab'a sanabila fi kulli sumbulatin mi'atu habba. Wallahu yudaifu liman yasha wallahu wasi'un alim. Allazina, okay, I don't remember. Sorry. الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما أنفقوا منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم. مثل الذين, parable of those who, yunfiquna, they all, nafaqa is the root word over here, they all spend, amwalahum, their wealth, fi sabilillahi, in the way of Allah, ka masali, like the example or like the parable. Masal means example or parable, is like the example, habba, of a grain which grows sab'a sanabila, 7 years. A grain, when you sow in the soil, it grows 7 years. Fi kulli sumbula, in each year, mi'atu, 100 grains. See, sumbula is the singular, that is 1 year, okay, and sanabila, plural of sumbula, that is many years, okay. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the person who spends in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the example of that, of the charity which he has spent, is like a grain. It grows 7 years and in each year there are 100 grains. So total, what is the return here? The product is, out of 1 grain he is getting 700, okay. So this is the example of a person who does charity. Wallahu, in the way of Allah. Wallahu, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yudaif, he multiplies, liman yasha, for who he wills. He multiplies this for whomsoever he wills. So the minimum what you will get out of 1 grain, you are going to get 700 grains, okay. And this is the minimum which you are going to get. But if Allah wills, he will multiply for whomsoever he wills, means he will multiply the 700 to many folds for whomsoever he wills. Wallahu, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah, Yuwasi, he is all encompassing, Alim, he is all knower. Allazina yunfiquna, those people who, yunfiquna, they all spend, amwalahum, their wealth, in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then not they all follow, taba'a is the root word over here, follow, yutbi'una, they all follow what they have spent, anfaqu, they all have spent, manna, reminders, with the reminders, wala aza, and not hurt. They don't keep reminding, okay, reminding of their generosity, they don't keep it reminding, and not hurt for them. So such people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, for them, ajruhum, their reward, in the rabbihim, near their Lord, or with their Lord. So such people will expect a good reward from their Lord. Wala, and no fear, there will be no fear upon them, and not they shall grieve, they will never grieve, okay. It means here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying doing charity is good, but after doing charity, and if you keep on reminding the person whom you have sometime helped, that, like, you know, if you will keep on reminding him, or you will hurt him because of the generosity which you did earlier, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying you should not do this. Qawlum, words, fair words or fair talks, wa maghfirah, and forgiveness. Khair is better than sadaqah, the charity, yatba'uha, which follows it. Sadaqah, this ha is going for the charity, follows it as the hurt, okay. Any charity which is followed by hurt, better you don't do charity. The fair words and forgiveness is better, okay. Wallahu, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ghani, he is self-sufficient, Halim, he is most forbearing. Example of, let's revise it. I hope these three verses are very clear. The overall summary is that whatever you are doing charity, you are definitely going to get good reward out of it. Better means multiply, it will, you will get it many folds. But you should do the only condition is you should do the charity, and you should not keep on reminding, and you should not follow by the charity should not be followed by hurt. That's it. Let's quickly revise it. Masalul lazina, the example of those who they all spend their wealth in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is like the example of a grain which grows 7 years. In every year, mi'atu 100 grains, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he multiplies for whom he wills, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all encompassing, alim, he is all knower. Allazina, those who they all spend their wealth in the way of Allah, then not they follow what they have spent, manna, out of for reminding, wala aza, and not hurt. For them their reward near their Lord, or with their Lord, and no fear upon them, and not they shall grieve. Qawlum maruf, words fair or fair talks, and forgiveness. Khair is better than the charity follows it the hurt, and follows it hurt. Wallahu, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ghani, he is self-sufficient, halim, he is most forbearing. Wa akhiru dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.